Water people has been working very closely with the Ministry of Water and Environment, and especially the Rural Water and Sanitation Center for quite a number of years now. We started off with developing district-specific investment plans, and we were able to support over 110 districts across the country, which process also informed the current sector investment plan. We are all aware of the WASH challenges that are in the Karamoja region, and having worked with the Rural Water and Sanitation Center in the development of the district investment plans, we were able to appreciate the challenge, the low water coverage, and of course the need to pitch this information to donors for resource mobilization and see that we address the challenges that are currently prevailing there.
Discussion we're going to have is very, very interesting to us because it comes at a time when the investment and funding sector has been either stagnating or dwindling. The number of actors, especially donors or partners who have been giving us money, have reduced drastically. In the 90s and early 20s, we used to have over 15 partners who were working, but now those have been reduced to a handful because of the changing global environment. As we speak now, we have tried to diversify the resource mobilization in order to reach to new areas. That includes actually concessional loans and semi-concessional loans to try to reach out to them. We've also gone out of the way to reach out to non-usual partners that have been working with us. That's why we are looking at bilateral assistance becoming a major source of funding for us. So now what we're trying to diverse to is climate change funding, to see how the effects of climate change, we can address them through adaptation and funding. So we're developing our proposals in that direction as well. And also for the usual donors, we've also tried to go way out, not only to give us concessional loans, highly concessional, but also semi-concessional, to make a blend that can meet the demands. Because of the growing population and the dwindling resources because of climate change, we need more resources, and finally these resources are not increasing.
As a matter of background, the sector had a strategic investment plan for the entire country, but we looked at it and found that it was not addressing the clear issues that are in Karamoja. So we developed a proposal, an idea to focus and actually zoom on the Karamoja issues. Because when we talk about Karamoja, we're talking about vulnerability to drought and vulnerability to a number of climatic issues.
Some villages can be having one water source, and you find it is almost at the border of another village. Meaning, most of the people around that village may be going more than a kilometer. It's almost like they don't have a water source, by the way.
Before my community, there are some challenges because during dry seasons, the water really goes down and they face difficulty, and sometimes the water gets spoiled.
Those cows need adequate water. The water will be cannot sustain. They cannot sustain, cannot be adequate enough for the livestock.
Kwa majina naitwa Toyum Daniel toka Auskion village, na Auskion mimi pia ya community, lakini tuko na shida moja ya maji. Tuko na damu moja ambayo inatusaidia kwa village kwa village 3, na hiyo maji tunazitumia kwa kunywa kwa binadamu na ng'ombe naye anakunywa. Na katika hiyo damu hiyo tuko na ng'ombe 600 ambaye inakunywa ndani, na tuko na mbuzi 4,000 ambazo zinakunywa ndani.
So having known the WASH challenges in Karamoja, I think that's the reason we decided to say, let's start with Karamoja, with the process of developing a succinct WASH investment plan, sell it to a number of partners and donors, and see that we address the challenges that are currently prevailing there.
This investment plan is Karamoja specific. There has been so many interventions in Karamoja, but I imagine that the interventions were done based on a generic plan, not a specific plan like this one we have developed. So this plan is for 10 years. First of all, it's a long-term plan, and it has been developed with context. It's context specific for Karamoja. So we had put in the strategic plan aspects of climate smart systems like multiple use system, looking at water supply for both domestic use but also for micro irrigation. And so in one of the systems that we did together with UNICEF, we designed a water system that provides water for both drinking by the community, but also for use for watering the animals. And so this is one of the benefits of this strategic plan we use. During the development of this strategic investment plan, we were on purpose about the methodology to use. We needed to consult ourselves because we have had experience in Karamoja, but also we've consulted widely with stakeholders that have had footprint in Karamoja for a long time. So we were able to get some indigenous knowledge, we were able to get some kind of practices, some of the things that have failed, things that are working, in order to come up with a plan that is more sustainable.
What we went through was first introduction of what it is, appreciating its benefits and purpose. Then went through picking data, identifying the gaps to be addressed and the technology supply, costing it to project in the projected time to meet the ultimate service.
We came on the ground with the data which we collected. How many people are their households, and then of course we know the average number of people per household. Then we were looking at each village, what are the water sources available? Do we have a borehole, or we have a piped water system? So first knowing how many villages are there, and then how many water sources per village. If we find none, we put it there that these ones don't have. So during the implementation, according to the investment plan that we have, these are the villages which are water stressed. The amount of money we have under the conditional grant is this. We are able to produce, or construct this number of boreholes. However, there are other partners who may come. So if they come, they will take these ones. So you put your priorities clear.
In this plan, we looked at how to sustain the services. So we provided for, a component that looks at, the community itself being trained on management, forming structures in place, strengthening systems in the Karamoja sub-region in order for such systems or such institutions to be able to do their roles in ensuring that we have sustainable management of these water facilities.
We are not duplicating these facilities where they already existing, because we are following what we have. So once you finish the financial year, you say, this year we have a piped water system in a church. How many taps? This. How many people served? This. So where are we going next? You look at the population and all that. Then you follow, you say, maybe the next planning is this. So you don't go wrong when you follow this.
The project is serving approximately 5,000 people, 6 villages, 1 school, and 1 health facility. And the project is addressing the water demands for livestock, crop, and domestic supply.
The Karamoja Wash Investment Plan has been a success. One, it was developed in a participatory manner with the Ministry of Water and Environment, with the regional centers, but also with the districts. And this information has been a go-to document for proposal writings. It has been a go-to document for planning and designing for projects. With that success, we decided to think of scaling up in other regions as well. So currently, we were able to mobilize funds from one of our donors, and we shall be supporting the Rural Water and Sanitation Center in the north to develop a wash investment plan for the Acholi and Lango sub-region.
We need this plan to be used by everyone else out there to mobilize resources and intervene in Karamoja, so that come the next 10 years, by 2030, no one in Karamoja should have issues with accessing water.
When the UNICEF came, at least they diverted the hand pump to motorized boreholes, whereby it is now eased. Even the community is now using water easily without any problem.
Time beat us. The investment plan I think we had for 5 years, but within that period we couldn't meet what we anticipated to do. Meaning we had a challenge on financing.
Dear friends out there in the world and people who believe in the social needs of people who are lacking water and also are passionate about water and sanitation services, I'm calling upon all of you that the challenge we have is climate change has come and stayed. What we did with you many years ago is now not able to meet the needs. The population of Uganda in the last 3 decades has increased almost 3 times. We had about 12 million people, now we have 40-something million people. Just a period of 30 years. That's a very drastic increase. So we need investments. The ability of the network that we have to meet those needs is low. As we speak now, we have about 130 point sources. That includes hand pumps, stand posts, and springs. But to sustain them needs more money than before. So we also need investment in sustainability aspects. And also it's in our strategy that as increasingly government should take a key role in taking responsibility in ensuring our aim is achieved.
We call upon a number of partners out there to extend wash services, to clearly pitch this gap in the process of resource mobilization and having conversations. And so we call upon a number of people to join us in this. We have a number of centers. We've only supported Karamoja region, let alone the Teso sub-region. And for the north, we're only going to support the Acholi and Lango sub-region, leave alone the West Nile region. So there's a lot of work needed, and therefore we call upon a number of partners out there to come and we join hands together and see to it that we have clear wash investment plans for proper planning, proper project designing, and resource mobilization.
I would like to first and foremost thank each of the people for powering this investment plan. I would like to thank all the stakeholders that we work with to develop this strategic investment plan. I would like to also thank those who are already, like the first adopters in using this plan, like the UNICEF. Recently, we also had a World Food Program turning their programming into WASH. And lastly, we would like to really thank the community of Karamoja.
Karamoja